My identity has been something on the mind, on the heart, heavy on the heart for the past few months. I've been thinking about what it is that I've identified with, whether that be consciously or unconsciously. And I've been thinking about how that's been affecting me, my health, my mental health, my relationships. But not my relationships. I've been really focusing on the relationship with myself, which is why the question of my identity has been pronounced. What within my identity? What within the things that I've experienced have I shaped an identity out of? That's an interesting question for me. I find that my sadness, the anger, who has rarely gotten showtime. For those that know me or have known me enough to hear me say it, I've often said I don't get angry enough for things that it's pretty justified to get angry for that. It's understandable to be angry for that. I've treated my anger like it's something that is separate from me, like it's a separate identity, like it's an individual with which I do not identify with, despite being an angered person, despite being a person that does get agitated, a person that does get irritated, a person that does get sad. A facade. Such a facade. I mean, I lie. But do I? And that I mean that in the present tense. I haven't been lying to me. I've made it pretty clear that in the relationship that I have with myself, that shit ain't cutting it. It's not cutting it. The lies don't cut it. Shit, you can barely lie to those who see you. You know, you're seen. People can feel you. People feel your energy. Why even lie? You feel people's energy. If anything, you know that you're very good at feeling out a room. You're pretty good at reading people. So, where is the problem? What's the problem? What's the issue with reading yourself? And that's been the question. That's been my objective. Reading myself and knowing myself. And in all of that, I've come to the conclusion that I've had a really close-knit relationship with self-sabotage. Because it has been hard to believe in happiness, to believe in positivity, to believe in joy. Perhaps it hasn't been. Perhaps it wasn't. Perhaps I actually experienced those things and didn't know what to do with them. I've seen the face of joy, and I didn't know how to handle the face of joy. I've seen happiness, and I didn't know how to accept happiness. And that is so fucking empowering to recognize and actually be honest with myself about. Because honestly, I've become aware of a lot of things, but it takes my body some real time, my actions to take some real time to catch up with that awareness that I have. Because it's there. I've been really good at self-sabotage. Self-sabotage has a relationship with the relationship that I have with being seen, with taking up space. This is simply the truth. And in recognizing that, I feel safer in my body. I feel safer with myself. I am safer with myself. Because to be honest, when you're so well versed in self-sabotage, then you're not even safe to yourself. So if you're not safe to yourself, I find that that's been a very important thing for me as of late. And if I'm not safe to myself, then even if I encounter a safe person, even if I deep down know this person is safe, I'm skeptical. I'm a skeptical individual. Very skeptical. Or I can be. That can be a good thing, that can be a bad thing. Oftentimes I don't use it to my advantage. I use it to inflict pains onto myself, or I use it to pour salt into my own wounds. It's fucking wonderful. Okay, you don't have to be that way right now. It's gonna be sarcastic, which I am. It's not fucking wonderful. And in knowing that, and believing in that, and believing that I'm not actually that, but also believing that I do block myself off. Knowing that, really acknowledging that has helped me acknowledge other parts of myself. And in that, I see progress in a lot of the things that have felt so uncomfortable before. Like this. I wouldn't do this. I've also cut out the would, should, shouldn't, could, couldn't. I have a choice. And self-sabotage is quite honestly all about choice. You do choose to do things. And when I ponder over my past situations, my past emotions, as I reminisce things and I realize the responsibility, which is something that I don't shy away from. However, I would say there's been a lack of acknowledging of me and the power that I actually hold in my life and in all of the extensions of me. There was a lack in taking my power, embracing my power, acknowledging that I actually have it. By acknowledging that, shit has been nice. By acknowledging that, letting go has gotten so much easier. And yeah, I said I was feeling my emotions a lot. I've said it before, not on here, of course, but I've said it. I was feeling my emotions quite a bit, much more than I ever have. And that itself was new and very uncomfortable. But I'm now in a place where feeling is not all that foreign anymore. It's not. But feeling passes through like the wind. It's that deep, but it's not that deep. It's that deep. Let it be that deep for the moment, but let it pass. I like to grasp. And that shit is not healthy. It's not the best for me. Shit is not the best for me. But it's what I did. And I acknowledge that. And I honor that. Because that was a version of me. But it's not who I am. It's not the essence of me. Shit, I'm not even gonna be the me that I am today, tomorrow. That's not to say there's gonna be a drastic change. It's just to say every day I find that I'm living more consciously. And this thing up here is not overheating. They aren't overheating, and that is very important for me. I should end this off with reading something that I wrote in here. Ah. I feel like this is something that people should have for themselves, or they should say to themselves. They should be saying this kind of shit to themselves. I said, am I my own fan? Hell yeah, I am. I really fucking am. Especially more openly as of late. Inners are meshing with the outward, with my outward. Beauty is capable of ugliness. Beauty has its shadow. Perhaps we place beauty in the category of light. Beauty is dark. Beauty is depth. Depth has duality. Beauty has duality. And I'm beautiful. I'm a beauty. I really am a beauty, though. I'm a beauty. You know, I used to look at videos of people who said things like that. And I would silently cringe, because in the whole half and half where you judge but long to have that kind of perspective, and seeing that I have that kind of perspective, just loving on myself in general has been wonderful. It's been fucking wonderful. Okay, I have to stop this.